What do you mean? What do you mean, Twisted Barber? Listen, good things must take their time.
Now, wait a minute. Now, he could be talking about the Stadia blog, is what he could be saying, waiting. And I think that's what he's probably talking about. Or he could be saying waiting on the Stadia Rokk crew here. I don't know. What's up, Twisted Barber?
He could be talking about the twos. Well, bad news about the twos. We ain't getting it till tomorrow, and I'm not coming back tomorrow. I'm not paid to turn up twice in a week, so that ain't happening. Yeah. Fellow band members, how the dickens are you, Raymondo? Your beautiful blue beanie.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. Had an awesome time streaming PUBG last night. It was about 7 of my good, PUBG friends, and we just had it out. Maker of Chaos, I ran up on him, and he shot me in the face with a rocket launcher. That's really nice. Videos on my Twitter page.
And no impact by the look of it.
Yeah. And then got Anthony, shot the cowboy, got videos on my Twitter page.
But did you shoot the sheriff? This is the question.
No.
Okay.
No. And been playing an amazing, I'm going to say it is my puzzle game of 2022, Lamote.
Wow.
Love it. Been playing that game. And then had Sunday was Stadia Family Day. Played about 7 or 8 Stadia games. My wife, she's a full-time nurse, not a gamer, but I got her to play Stadia, charged up the extra controller, and we played Family Feud. My God, we just had a good time. Her favorite game right now is Get Pack. So that's what I've been up to.
Oh, nice.
Does she know? Did she spot the hidden message though, Ray?
What was that?
Darling, I want you to start practicing packing.
No.
Oh, God.
I've got a couple of suitcases and the little fella's small one. And I've just ordered a new PS5 in, and I've got a new gaming rig. But don't worry. Everything will be fine.
You're trying to get me murdered, man.
Sorry, mate. On that marital bliss. John, how's your week been, my friend?
Good. Yesterday, I streamed House of the Dead Remake, also known as Hot D. So we'll be talking about that Hot D a little bit later.
Hot D.
Hot D. We'll be talking about the Hot D a little bit later in the episode. But busy as usual, but having fun with the games. And, like Ray was saying, Lumo, enjoying that quite a bit there. It starts to... As you get into, for me, it was about the 2-hour mark. Then the difficulty starts cranking up there, and you really are like puzzling and scratching your head, and like, what am I gonna do? And but it's fun. It's fun. So, just been enjoying.
Oh, well done. That's awesome. Wilhelm, mein Herr, und mein Damen.
I have not picked up the Hot D yet, but I plan to. But no, actually, yesterday I went through an incredibly frustrating run. I completed probably one of the toughest bosses in gaming history. The end of Doom Eternal's DLC Part 2.
Wow!
You basically fight the King of Hell, which is like a doppelganger of yourself. So tough. Oh, so tough. I tell you what.
Are you okay, mate? Do you want to have a hug? Maybe just I know I can get fighting these bosses. I know what it's like. Ooh. I know how it can be. Do you know, MJ Parks makes a very interesting point, actually. We all know what May the 4th is, don't we? Right? Do you think, John, there could be a coincidence here? Or is that being too clever?
Well, there's a possibility. You don't expect it, but if it happens, be surprised, right? It could be last year we did get that surprise on May the 4th with the Jedi Fallen Order. Yes. So I don't know. I don't know what Star Wars could they announce tomorrow as a.
I have 2 guesses, but.
William, give us at least one, my friend. Go on, out of your 2.
Star Wars Squadrons, man. I would love Rogue Squadrons. I would love that game. Or the new Lego one. That would be really cool.
Oh, too, no, please don't do that.
Why would you do that?
If that happened, a 0.1% chance, but if that happened, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
We would have to do one of these. Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? And look, it's Anthony's daughter's birthday, May the. Oh, happy birthday ahead of tomorrow.
Happy birthday to David Wilson. Happy birthday to Kelly Vett. I mean, one's turning 22 and one's turning 29. So happy birthday to those guys.
Wow. Yeah. Happy. What was it about May the 4th? Did their parents deliberately choose that date? What's going on around here?
I heard it was at a Star Wars theater in the back. Went to go see Star Wars in the back of the theater. I don't know.
People were going,
forced to be with you.
People were going, wow, this 5.1 sounds amazing. You can hear Chewbacca growling right behind you. Oh, fellas. Hey, well, that's good, isn't it? Who knows? It's a flipping good thing. But I tell you what, we got that Lego Star Wars. Oh, woo, that will be something else. I'll be there.
It would be, yeah.
For sure. Right then. Shall we move along to the news, chaps?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you everybody in the chat for joining. I'm so remiss. The world's worst host. Don't ever come around for a glass of wine if I send an invite. I can assure you, because it won't be any. Yeah, lovely to see you all. You're wunderbar. As always, please leave a like, subscribe if you can. Rumptious, I think it was Rumptious. Yes, Rumptonius. Just subscribe. Thank you, my friend. Little story. He was inviting me all afternoon to jump in and play Outlander, but I was prepping for the show, so I kept messaging saying, I can't, mate, I'm sorry, I'm prepping for the show. He was, oh, no worries. And then about half an hour ago he said, what show? So I said, wow, I do this show. I said, well, I kind of do this show, and it's, and so bless him. He said, I'm going to watch it. So I got a new follower.
There you go. Awesome.
Oh, see, I'm not like you, Ray, with your flipping Hawaiian friends every week. I just get one every now and again. It's worth talking about. Let's bring up the news. Actually, before we do that, let me bring up the right. Okay, so first and foremost, let's just show the stream. Here we go. And this is clever, fellas. I did this earlier. Did you see that subtle change in the banner? I tell you, I'm on top of my game. Yes, the news. We'll come back to FIFA, actually, because that's an interesting piece of news and just happens to be the thing that I slapped into the thumbnail today. But ahead of tomorrow's twos, we may as well talk about the pro games, because, of course, they dropped yesterday on the 1st, as they always do. And I know we've all been investing, and Ray, you've already mentioned your favorite. So let's start with you, John. What's been the... I saw you within seconds of waking up jumping into Lamote yesterday, I have to say.
yeah, definitely. Lamote, I've been waiting to play that, and just had fun. Like, I love puzzle games. It's just a change of pace, and it's kind of similar a little bit to the game on the Nintendo Switch, the Toad Tracker, where it's like 3D. You move around the your stage, so you can find little hidden things or ways to make your way around there. And I've already found like a bunch of little hidden items in the game as well. So it's really fun. Played a couple hours of it, and like I mentioned earlier, just said, okay, I was starting to scratch my head here, and I was like, it's time to take a break. So we'll come back to that probably later today. But yeah, definitely.
You played all four, John?
Yeah, I already had the other three, so yeah. I've already played those before. Kaze, there's Rump Tony is there.
There he is. He's my new friend. Yeah. He's my buddy.
Kaze is another great game if you like platforming games. It's like a love letter to the 90s platforming, Donkey Kong Country and things like that. So if you like platforming games, Kaze is definitely will give you a nice challenge there. And of course, kids for Paw Patrol, and then Outriders. Looking forward to the add-on coming at the end of June for that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pause you there. I was listening to the YouTube because I got a message to say there was an echo. I was like, there shouldn't be an echo. Can you fellas hear an echo in the chat?
No,
I couldn't hear one. Sounds absolutely wonderful. Must have it going on in two different places. Yes. So, William, let me quickly catch up with the show. Where were we? So what was your favorite game?
Well, I have to say, Lumote is absolutely beautiful, and it gets intense quickly for the puzzle solving.
Mm-hmm.
So I really did enjoy that one. But I think how did you say, John? Kaze or K's?
Yeah, it's originally I thought it was K's, but then I heard a review when the game first came out and pronouncing it Kaze, and the developers confirmed that is how it's pronounced. So Kaze in the Wild Mass.
Right on. That is like a love letter to the older systems, man, and the side-scrolling platformers. I think I'm going to put a lot of time into that. Outriders, I've been enjoying that as well. And I also jumped into Paw Patrol. I wanted to see what the Juggernaut was, and it was pretty incredible, actually. Now, I don't know if little tiny kids can read, but if they have an adult sitting with them, they'll be able to play no problem. I mean, the controls are easy. And it looked really nice.
I thought it was a really beautiful game, and those guys do so well for this genre of game, don't they? And they're right there behind us, because I know, John, you quelled some disturbance in the rift this week around these guys, didn't you?
I talked to them behind the scenes there about there was a little miscommunication internally on their team about DLC coming to certain games that they put out and publish on Stadia, and they basically clarified that at this point in time, they really don't have the resources to put those extra DLCs out, but it's something in the future, as production ramps up and they start expanding and things like that we'll start to get those DLCs. And there's also, they say, a few surprises coming soon for Stadia fans.
Nice.
So
yeah, they do care. Sorry, John.
No, good. Are
you sure? I don't want to upset you. I don't want to upset the token Canadian. I'll get shot. I can't be doing that. Did I tell you we discovered that we've got relatives in just around the corner from you, actually? Did I tell you
this? I think
you in on this story. Yeah.
I think you did. But, in Perry Sound, right?
Something like that, yeah. Well, I just know it was Canada. That's the thing. So I'll be looking for... I'll find out a bit more and fill you in on that completely useless rat hole. But yes, I loved them. Well, similar to you, actually, John. I'd already played Paw Patrol, already played... Kazi. But listen, I can't call it Kazi. Do you know what Kazi is in this country?
What?
Well, it's a colloquialism for the toilet.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, you say I'm just going to the Kazi, and that's what it means. So Kazi and the Wild Masks. I don't know that I'll be taking any facial aperitifs down to the Kazi, but anyway, you know what? I'm an old fella, all right, and that genre kind of missed me, I mean, but I know that for you younger chaps, and remembering your Nintendos and your Segas, then it's right up your boulevard. So, but it is a lovely game. I had give it a bit of a play. Lumo, as you rightly said, Ray, is it's a beautiful game, and it's great to get another day and date on the platform.
Me and my wife sat on the couch and we watched my son rescue Adventure City with his favorite Paul. He loves the I think it's the construction puppy called Rumble. I think it's called Rumble, but he was loving it. He had a good time playing it, and now I picked him up from school yesterday. He says, "Dad, can I play on your Stadia?" And I was like, "What? Excuse me, excuse me." So yeah, he's loving the Paw Patrol. Lamote, oh my God, I spent hours playing that. It is beautiful. It's fun. It makes you think. It's healthy for the brain. Yeah. I got to sit here and I'm like, okay, so if I move this here, this is going to light up. And if I move this over here, this is going to light up. And the flower is going to open up and I can go inside the flower. Oh, man,
do you know, Ray, you're beautiful. Should we sing together?
Oh, my gosh.
No, I agree. Outriders, I started it all over again. I'd already done all 3 characters and completed the game, and I started again, and I love it just as much as I did.
Kazi's on my backlog.
Kazi's up your backlog? You see,
no, not up my my backlog. You see, on my backlog.
You're taking the whole toilet metaphor too far now, Ray. We had Bugger the other week, and I had to explain. To you fellas. I had to explain to you fellas that you can't be using that kind of language. Oh dear. So for me, it was Outriders, because it's still a brilliant game, even though it's now over a year getting on for that.
I need help.
Le Moat, Paw Patrol, and then finally Kaze, but not because there's anything wrong with it, just because it's not my kind of genre. But either way, Stadia did it again. They've given us something for everyone. What's he chuckling about there?
Maker of Chaos said, "Where did you put the backlog again, Ray?"
I don't know. Chaos, he walks into it, my friend. I don't have to write a script. Gosh. I just have to turn up. There you go. You can see what else I've been playing. I've been doing a lot of Valhalla. Came from outer space. That was when I played Wreckfest with Ray and his chums on a Saturday.
Yes.
We had a lark. In. Right then. So them's the pro games. You don't need a twos to let you know that. And Anthony says, you guys are so funny. Someone would think you have this all written down. I know.
Nope. It's instant comedy.
We just turn up. We have a few sips of meths and we're away. That's all it needs. Methyl hydrate or whatever they call it. Next up in the wonderful wide world of news, let me just copy and paste, because there it is. Copy that one and we'll drop it in there. Boy, God of War, FIFA. Woo! I only said FIFA. Give us a chance, mate. I know how excited you fellas get about the old game. Hang on, have a clap. Woohoo! And a cheer. It's a beautiful thing. Well, they're starting to test crossplay, and the key thing is here that they have built Stadia into that arena. There you go. So cross-platform play finally arriving. FIFA 22, which one assumes means that it will be there. Oh, look, it doesn't like my ad blocking. Well, it's tough because you're having it. So one assumes that's testing it in 22, moving it into 23. And then a lot of people have been saying, does that mean we are getting 23? I don't know, John. There was some no little debate recently, wasn't there, that it wouldn't necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It's of course it's not always a guarantee. It's a really good sign of it. I personally do think that FIFA 23 will come to Stadia, because that's when you're looking at EA Sports, that's their biggest title. So those are guaranteed. Right now, they're going to put those guaranteed selling titles on Stadia. So I think there's a good chance in it. This is a good sign that they're throwing Stadia into the mix here for crossplay, because they very well could have just not included it, right? Like just had Xbox and PlayStation and be done with it. So I think this is a good sign.
No, and I guess as well, I mean, if you're going to test crossplay, you want at least one cloud gaming platform in there, don't you? Because you've got your consoles and now you've got your Stadia as well. So it's just going to be PS5, Xbox, and Stadia. No PC.
Next gen. Those are next gen
versions of the game. Yeah, that's why you don't see PS4, Xbox One in there, because. Like
but
I said,
why not? Why not PC though? Is it not? Is
because
PC
PC did not get the next gen.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, I'm dumbfounded.
I know because I got the PC version and I got the Stadia version, and it's two totally different games, folks. Totally different. Yeah.
Is it? Wow. Listen, quick shout out to Anthony. What a lovely fella you are, my friend.
Thank you, Anthony. Love you, brother.
Thank you so much. I have to say, Anthony, last night's stream when you were wandering around the mall was probably one of the funniest shows I have seen in so long. Guys, go and watch Anthony's channel and grab the sorry, mate, I can't remember the name of the show. I just dropped in, but it was hilarious. Anthony is wandering around a mall somewhere in the deep somewhere in America, trying to find out, doing a Vox poll on whether or not people had heard of Stadia. But the thing is, his internet kept dropping out. He was turning into a robot voice, and then he ends up at a store. This guy's going, "Hey, I want to put my app on your phone for $20." And he's like, "Yeah, but have you heard of Stadia?" "Yeah, I've heard of Stadia. Sign up here, son." It's the funniest thing. And make sure you've got the chat on, because when there was nothing going on in the show, the rest of us just took to doing quick fire jokes. Oh, honestly, hilarious. I love you, man. That was brilliant. Thank you so much for dropping that.
There's a lot of content. A lot of content.
Yeah,
he's unique. He's a man outstanding in his field, just like a good farmer should be, I always say. Now then, putting the dad jokes to one side, anything more to say on the FIFA thing?
No, I can't wait. I got a friend that has a PS5, so I think that's cool that
just the one. Oh, he's got more friends than that, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry. So looking forward to your friend with a PS5. That'll be good. You can play with him. That'll be good. The next news item is they updated a little bit of the old store looky likey here. Look, so we've got a bit of an update to what we call in the trade the UI, the user interface, at the same time, Ray, as improving the UX, the user experience. So if you ever hear those things, okay. So what they've basically done is they've taken this stuff, the pricing stuff. If you remember before, they'd have that banner at the top, which you could scroll left and right. Then underneath that, they'd have the name of the game with the price underneath it. And then you'd have some description and all that stuff. So what they've done, very clever, bit of marketing, put the price and the name down the left-hand side. So you've always got what we call in the trade, the CTA. You know what that one is, chaps? The CTA. It's the call to action, you see. So the call to action here is buy this game. So it never leaves your screen. So it's quite pretty. It's not a monumental change, but it does at least show that they're thinking about improving things. And I'm hoping, you guys, that the next step in this improvement will be the scroll on in the actual Stadia itself oh, hang on, we've got another super chat just cropped in there. Unless it's it's young, never to be outdone by Anthony. Bless him. Oh, good on you, my friend. And he's showing some love for his favourite group of legends. Oh, bless you. What a lovely couple of chaps you are. And Vet and I, got a little side story for all my super chats. We just had, this is true, Vet and I just got our own unique updates from NVIDIA for the Shield TV Pro. Just him and I. Ooh. They gave us two hot fixes for an issue that we were having trying to stream from the box. And so there you go. They were super good. I even had a call last night at about 10:30 at night. And oh my God, we got another one. This is
my gosh.
It's Raining Men. Levi. Hey. Thank you so much.
Working at the moment, chaps. So I'm always missing the streams. Hopefully catch up with you all soon. Hopefully getting a new capture card soon as well.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Look forward. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope you're well. Hope married life is suiting you and you're not far from ending work as well. So that's great. Thank you so much. You lovely bunch of folks. Yes, so we got our new box update. Little side story. Have I got one for Levi? Well, indeed I have. Because as you will recall, I went to his wedding not so long ago. And I got talking to a young lady there who was also into streaming, and that's it really. I can't think of much more that was interesting than that. So we'll crack on with the next bit of news.
Rock, did the hot fixes fix your streaming issue?
Yes, it did. It did, my friend.
Fantastic. So are they rolling that out on like the next update, or?
Yes, it'll be in the next one. It's actually to do with the 3080, which was an issue because they push a whole load of additional data down the pipe, which the Shield just when they built the OS and the box, there was no 3080. So you can't stream HDR, that causes an issue, but you just turn it off basically.
Nice.
But it'd be nice to see them. I know this has got not a lot to do with it. Let's come back. And it is raining. It's raining money.
Bet you're gonna run out of KFC money. You better stop.
I'm off to Barbados. Thanks, Vet. You lovely fella, you. Vet's a member of a military gaming crew, you know, which has the initials RG. I don't know what RG stands for, though. Do you, Ray?
Regime something. I don't know.
Regime. Yeah. Regime.
Yeah.
Regime.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't know. It sounds like a sneeze to me. And what else we got? Oh, this is a good one, fellas. Let me just grab the link here. Pop it over there. We'll paste it. Who is that guy there, by the way? Who's that footballer?
Regiment. There you go. Thank you, Purple. She is brilliant.
Regiment.
Purple Haze is brilliant.
Purple Haze is brilliant, actually. I
Yes,
agree. And thank you so much for supporting us as well, Perp. That's lovely. But Ray, who is that footballer there on the screen?
You talking about this guy right here?
Yeah, that fella.
Oh my God.
Isn't it?
He plays for the team on Paris. Oh God, what's his name?
Saint-Germain, Paris Saint-Germain.
I'm having a brain fart, but I know he plays for PSG.
Paris
Saint-Germain? Bappy.
Oh look, we've got a $5 tip from Anon. Thank you.
Keeping the momentum going.
If this momentum does keep going, I'm going to be able to retire early, chaps. Woohoo! I can't wait. Football. Well, PSG is Paris Saint-Germain, if I remember rightly. But it was the actual chap himself. But who cares? Because we're moving on to the next item. That moment has outlived itself. Poppy.
No, that's good.
Stadia 4 1.13 Ray preps game-specific touch controls and possibly 1440p mobile streaming. Ooh, this is a teardown. So as you guys know, 9 to 5, Google do this whenever there's a new Android app out in the wild. They take it, they dissect it, and they hunt out all the little text mentions in the code, strings of ASCII.
Whoa! Take it easy with that hand.
Making him nervous.
Unbelievable. Every little thing.
Just losing 1440p everywhere, folks.
Hang on a second.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe it.
Look at this. Griefer's Cruise just dropped $2. Money.
Griefer.
Thank you so much. And Vet, he's not finished. He's coming back.
He's emptying the penny bag.
He's added a penny.
Is this the Price is Right?
I think so.
I guess.
Come on down. Actually, this is lovely,
wasn't it?
It's lovely because, chaps, I haven't had any money thrown at me for so long, and I'm starting to feel a bit threadbare. So this allows me to buy a new pair of shorts for when I go on my holidays. Woohoo!
Nice.
Thank you, Vet, and thank you, Griefers. It's very, very generous of you. Really appreciate it. So the story here, as we were saying, is the APK, which is where they literally dissect it with a scalpel, Ray. I've seen them do it. It's very carefully slice it out, get the text out, and what they have found is a man
what is that?
emitting a gaseous escape.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is a fella like Ray having a brain fart. And, I don't know what these little icons are about. Well, these are kind of game icons, you see. So judging from these icons, it says this seems to be a pretty standard control layout for first-person shooter.
That's the Run from the Police.
Yeah. That's Anthony at the mall last night. That is.
There's a widow in a black cowboy hat. Get him.
There's the sales guy with his sights on Anthony. He's going to get him.
Yeah.
There he's dropped the app on his phone. Yep. There he's sliced into his bank account. And then there's poor Anthony. He's had enough. He's out of here. So we got 1440p streaming when playing Stadia games on a desktop or a laptop. Because, at the moment it's only 1080p, isn't it? when you
on
stream.
mobile. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, okay. If you've got Stadia Pro and a monitor larger than 1440p but smaller than 4K, the web app is able to automatically provide a native 1440p resolution. On Android, however, there's no option to stream anything higher than 1080p. I didn't know that, despite the existence of 4K capable phones like the Sony Xperia. So that's coming up, hopefully. Vet, listen, stop interrupting the show. Bless you.
He's got a big tip for you.
He just cursed us.
He's chosen the sign of the devil for you, right?
I don't want no
666. I think he's done that on purpose, mate.
No. I don't want
Oh my gosh.
I don't want you 6 tip on me.
Bless you, brother. Odds and ends. And VIP perks like 4K HDR surround sound, free games. Elsewhere, we find Stadia has begun integrating a pair of new Flutter plugins. A Flutter is the web, it's kind of web interface that they use behind the scenes to run their web apps. So we don't care about that, do we? But anyway, there's a bit of tear down stuff over at 9 to 5 Google. The key takeaways are game specific touch controls, which didn't we see when we were talking to Remco the other day? Didn't he mention that, John?
Well, he mentioned that From Space will use the touch controls, but not the specific icons. He didn't mention that there. So what's unique about this too is like those little icons there, instead of having like ABXY, they could put, that run icon where A is. So you don't like if you're looking down at it, what that does, rather than it being like a letter or something like that. Just for people that are like non-gamers, really, if this is the first time that they're picking it up, they say, okay, I know I press here to shoot, I press here to run. Yeah. And so
people like me, really, that's what we're referring to, aren't we? We're people that are not really gamey. Next up, this one's Ray was very excited about this one. Square Enix sells Tomb Raider developer Crystal Dynamics, Ray.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
I hope a brand new Perfect Dark. I hope a new what's that? Deus Ex.
Deus Ex.
I hope. Yeah. Thank you. I one of my favorite developers, Crystal Dynamics. They made some really great games, so I'm really
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I thought it would have sold for more though.
Because you know what, Ray? If you think about this, Xbox paid $100 million to get that exclusive of Tomb Raider on there a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's more than a couple now. It's been about 5 or 6. They paid $100 million. They just sold the studio for $300 million. So that's a bargain. $300 million for that. Yeah.
And how much did Bungie sell Destiny to Sony for, or Bungie sell Bungie to Sony for? Was it $2 billion or something?
That was the $2 billion.
Billions, yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, Destiny's a huge franchise.
$1 billion.
$300 million does sound
a bit low.
Well, this is the Embracer Group, who you guys, I mean, they own everything right now. They've been on a massive acquisition trail, and they've purchased, you name it, they probably own them. THQ Nordic, I mean, just this huge list of
they've got a bunch.
A massive amount. So, it may be 300 million in cash and 700 million in stock. I mean, they're not, let's face it, Ray, you don't want to tell everybody what profits you just made, do you? The accountants, they're going to, you've got the taxmen watch shows like ours. They do. They're out there watching it right now because they're all pocket Stadia players, you see. When they're supposed to be doing the bookkeeping, they're not. They're playing on the Kazi. That's what they're doing, I can tell you.
Wait a minute. It wasn't 1 billion. It was 7 billion.
What was?
I
the
think
the Bungie.
Well, no, Bungie was sold for 3.8 billion, but then I see Christopher Torres was 7 billion. All I know is money that I don't have in my account, so I really don't give a damn.
I'll have a chat with the fellas at Bungie, Ray. I'll get them to send you over a small crate of Dom Perignon.
Just $1 million.
Yeah, that's all you need. So what do you think, John? You are the man in the entire games world.
This is big. This is this is Square Enix shedding themselves of some of their Western titles here. But what isn't mentioned is the Life is Strange. They don't own the developers that publish them, but they own the IPs to Life is Strange. So it'd be interesting to see if they're going to sell that off as well to somebody else. I know there was even some speculation that some people are saying, well, maybe Square Enix is kind of trimming the fat and getting themselves ready to be bought themselves by somebody else.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of speculation here, but this is a fantastic deal for the Embracer Group. And I think we'll see some good things come from this in the near future here. A new Tomb Raider. I know they were talking about it. Like we said, it includes like 50 backlog catalog titles as well. Hopefully we're going to get that. They talked about the Gex remake that they were talking about several years ago there. I loved Gex on 3DO. It was amazing. Yeah. That was a great game.
Dana Gould was the voice of the lizard, of the gecko or whatever.
Yeah, it's good. So things are happening, and I'm sure there's even more behind the scenes that we don't know. But it's interesting. But
well, they say they want to concentrate on blockchain, but I still don't see why you'd sell yourself short unless there was some stuff there. Clive very helpfully says, see the press release. Clive, mate, you're in the wrong show. We leave stuff like that to you on a Monday night, brother. You spend all your day writing your script. We slap ours together about 2 minutes before.
We lying.
People don't turn up to see us read press releases. That's your flipping game. But blockchain, what do you think of blockchain, guys? It's like they say here, all of the studios, Ubisoft are making big moves down that way, and yet gamers are seem to be quite resistant to the whole concept. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, it's resistant to it, sure, but it might be in the near future you have a choice, right? So whether they're resistant to it or not. I know also, and I don't know why it doesn't mention it here too, blockchain and also cloud is what they were using this money to help invest in as well for Square Enix. So
that's interesting.
That's very interesting itself. But this is these are buzzwords too, that this technology that they're talking about, like blockchain and NFTs and stuff like that. So whether it comes to fruition or maybe it's a different way that they implement it, I don't know, but it could just be something, just to be that buzzword, throw it in there to get people, talking about it and things like that.
It's a bargain. I tell you what, we could have scraped the change together for that one, fellas, couldn't we?
Yeah, come on.
Between us, we could have got that one.
Or Vet could do a couple more super stickers and super chats, right?
Twisted Barber. He's William. He's saying get your money into blockchain. Has he got your money into blockchain yet?
Oh no. But I haven't purchased any NFTs either. Look into the old owner of Twitter's NFT. It was
Jack
millions
Dorsey.
It was millions and millions, and then he went and resold it and couldn't get over a few $100 bids. It was amazing. Yes, it was amazing how much it collapsed. His NFT that he put out,
Wow.
For purchase.
Probably similar things going to happen to the new owner of Twitter, funnily enough. That will be interesting to see.
Exactly.
How ironic could that be? So there you go. And very interesting, particularly for Clive. So we'll go on to, actually, we do have some Destiny news, and there's a connection with Stadia, which is quite cool. So on Game Rant, great name, they actually talk about a video that Stadia released, which is down here. We'll play it in a second, and it's interesting because what they're saying is, in Destiny, as you fellas know, being massive Destiny fans, they have these seasonal events. So they've got one coming up called, I don't know, Guardians of the Guardians or something. The Guardians Games, that's it. And it's a bit like, it is kind of like an Olympic Games. So you've got to do various events and build points. And then at the end of it, they announce whether Warlocks or Titans or Hunters won. But what they pointed out, it's a bit of a non-story, but I quite liked it. And it has a Stadia link. Look, there's Stadia. Is that the voice of the Warlock is quite clearly, I think, Zavala. The voice of the Titan is the dude in the Crucible, but the voice of the Hunter was a completely new voice that they couldn't place, and so they're saying, is this a new character coming to Destiny as part of this? So there you go. I don't know that we've got audio. Let me put it on. Tell me if you can hear this.
Yep,
One
I can hear
victory
it.
is never enough.
We don't always get the appreciation we deserve.
Now, who was that?
Ooh.
Angelina Jolie would be my money, but I'm making that up. But that was
it would be
no
more
female
it would
Hunter.
be more seductive, if it was her. It'd be more
More seductive.
yeah.
But we definitely recognize the voice. So okay, we'll carry on. But that was a new voice. There's the last big Hunter character was Cade, who if you haven't played the season that features Cade, I won't give it away, but he gets killed. So we move on to
You don't say.
no spoilers. So we've not had a female Hunter.
History won't be repeating itself here.
There you go.
This battle is yours.
3.7
Take
billion.
it. Show me what you've got.
Oh, big boy.
Fight until there's nothing left.
Now that voice, who it's the dude in the Crucible. Do you fellas know who that is?
I don't.
I forget. Now Clive will know. I've forgotten the name of the actor, but Ray, do you? Oh, I saw you put your hand up.
I went like that.
In my class, if you put your hand up, mate, you
This is my
Only
hand.
one of your hands showed up, Ray. Only one of your hands.
Hey, when the teacher called,
Listen, do you remember in The Walking Dead, the guy with the staff who's like,
Yep, Morgan.
yeah, right, that's him. He's a British actor. That's
really?
that's actually him. He's a brilliant British actor. I've forgotten his name. They'll tell us in the chat. But
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh, he really has. He's absolutely superb. He's in John Wick, says Clive. So that is him. And he turns up every season, gets his few coffers. He does that voice. Look at those cheerleaders.
Magnificent.
That's him.
Fight forever, Guardian.
May the 3rd. Oh, that's from today. May the 3rd to May the 20th. Go away, advert.
folks.
May the 3rd to May the 24th. So get out there and let's see if we can find out who that sultry huntress was, because we don't know. No, it's not Idris Elba, Purple, although he is absolutely a fantastic actor. Lance, thank you, Clive. I knew Clive would be the first to Google. So Lance Reddick is your man. Absolutely brilliant actor. Love him to pieces. But I also, Perp, you're absolutely right. Idris Elba, superb actor. Earmarked, I think, to be fair, a bit of an outsider for the next Bond. I don't think so.
I'd love to see him. As
No, not Lance Reddick, Clive. Sorry, mate. Wrong fella. You're thinking of the guy that plays Zavala. We're talking about the other fella that plays the Crucible with a half a horn. Forgotten his. I'll come back to it. Somebody will work it out. You're right. Lance Reddick is American. He's also in Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West and all that stuff. So he's a superb actor.
are you referring to Lenny James?
Yes, Lenny.
Yes, Lenny James.
Thank you, my friend.
So, Rock, you know what's interesting about this trailer too here?
Yeah.
Again, they're showing this. This is the Stadia trailer as well. If you click on where it says "Watch it on YouTube," there you will see that this trailer already has over 91,000 views on it.
Oh wow!
And that's amongst one of the top views for Stadia videos on YouTube.
Was this an exclusive for Stadia then, John?
No, I don't think so, but it just goes to show you the power of the brand, of the Destiny 2 brand here, because if we're seeing over 91,000 views on this video in just a day's time, that's
not only that,
good.
But every update they put out, they manage to revolutionize their game. I mean, it's just awesome, man. I know a lot of people that play it. I need to get into it, but it's so large I've yet to jump in because I don't know where to begin. I know they've made it easier recently, but
some interesting stats on the side here, guys, if you are interested. But yeah, 91.4 thousand views of this video, 417 comments, 3.4 thousand likes. Their overall channel has had almost 86 million views. And of course, they've got 273,000 subscribers. So they actually make more money from this channel than they do Stadia. That's amazing.
but if you look at that too, Rock, that's interesting that you bring that up too. So there's, what do we see? 273,000 subscribers and 91,000 views. Yes. That's a pretty high ratio to the amount of subscribers. If you, you think about that, right? That's almost like 1 in 2, 1 in 3.
Yeah, very much so.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome. And of course, not all of those are subscribers to the Stadia channel, because it's if they've tagged it and bagged it well, then they'll have a lot of Destiny people. And of course, articles like that previous one as well, sending people there. But who cares? At the end of the day, it plays amazingly well on Stadia. Always has done. So looking forward to it. I'm going to go and give it a little play after this show, fellas. I cannot wait. I love to be a bit of Destiny. We've only got a couple more. We'll be quick because we've got our other amazing features. John, this one, we'll do this one quickly because I don't think it was that new or big of a news item. But I did see that the Curse of the Crimson Shadow, which I think was it a pro game last month? Yeah. So it had its ESRB rating changed. I think they put it up from its original lower rating, didn't they? Is that something that happens a lot? I've not seen that happen before.
I haven't been aware of it until recently. I think this is the second Stadia game, if I remember correctly, that the ESRB rating has been changed. And obviously it's not just for Stadia, but the only way that I'm really finding out about these changes are the emails. Well, this is great. I've not saw any other platform where they email you, even if it's a game that you've claimed under Pro, when the rating changes. So this is interesting and informative, great for parents. So
they made sure to explain it in detail that you may lose access to this title even if claimed. If you're a juvenile, you may need to get permission, and it was actually interesting. They reached out like 2 times about this title.
Is that because legal liabilities? I mean, I don't wish to be on the negative side, but is it more to do with covering?
Probably is.
Yeah.
Probably is. Yeah.
Because
not making the content available to people that aren't underage or anything like that as well.
Yeah. Fair enough. So that happened, and then finally, this is, I think, I can't remember if this one was from you actually, William, but you can all claim credit because you're lovely boys. And it is it's coming. Just hold your horses. There we go. Project Z.
It's live.
Kickstarter. Woohoo! Tell me all about this one, Wilhelm.
Project Z is a World War II zombie-esque /shooter that's being made, and the Kickstarter is for trying to bring this to GFN and Stadia. The game looks amazing. I don't know if you've seen the trailer or not, but it's very atmospheric. It's gritty. And the zombies look amazing, or the animated dead. It just looks incredible.
Actually, does look incredible.
Yes, I believe it's Unreal Engine they're using.
They're using Unity.
Unity.
Yeah, Unity. Yeah.
And it just looks incredible. All these set pieces they're showing you look incredibly atmospheric, like I said. And anytime you can shoot Nazis and then turn and shoot the dead too. I mean, how can you go wrong there?
Well, old Marjorie up at the she's not happy about the Nazis, is she? Bless her. Little American satirical politics there for you, fellas.
Look at how that gun just kicks,
dude. I know the mechanics of the shooting look amazing. The lighting and atmosphere looks incredible. And they even have that, what do you call it? The rush and like ant factor of the zombies, like World War Z has.
Horde mode,
Horde,
Yeah,
incredible. So they're after $105,000. They've only got 17,000. How long's the Kickstarter? It's only got 25 days to go.
Yeah, so it's about we've put the numbers in there. It's about 16.5% funded already.
Okay.
So it's not too bad. And the thing is, whatever tier or whatever you pledge, they don't take that money. First of all, unless it's fully funded, and second, not until the end of the Kickstarter itself. So, I went in on the 35-pound tier.
Yeah, explain the tiers, John. How does that work exactly? Is there any tier that you can buy in and then get a free game code, or how does?
Yeah, there is. I mean, if you want to scroll down,
it's
there,
down.
Yeah,
talk about the perks.
Yeah. Here's all the different perks there. You can go as small as like £5 for, I don't know, is that pound or euro?
It's euros on this table.
Okay, euro. Okay, yeah, sorry. So I was in at the 35 euro mark then. Sorry. You can go as little as 5 all the way up to 4,000, and depending on it,
wow,
all these different. You get early access to beta, closed beta, battle pass. You can make your own NPC. All these different skins. Digital art book, pretty much all the different gambit.
Design your own side mission.
I know.
That would be incredible.
How amazing is that? I would have a massive, great billboard everywhere you go saying rock.co.uk.
There you go.
I don't know if Hitler was a smoker, but I'd have you sneak in and steal his pipe. That's what I would do.
I'd sneak in and slice off his pipe, mate.
Right.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. But what do you think, honestly, chaps? 16% with 25 days to go. Is it
I don't know if it's going to make it or not. It is tight. I would love to see it get backed, though. I really would. It does look incredible.
Looks great.
Yeah,
I'll be sharing it as much as I can and donating something. I don't know what, but
it's a shame. I mean, I've seen far worse games get funded, so it's a difficult one as well. When you go for these Kickstarters, it's difficult whether to go for a huge amount of money and not get it funded, or go for a small pot and then go for more pots after. So I just want to get this part of the project funded and this part and so on.
I want.
Yeah. Well, what would you name him? I won. Come on. I gotta hear this.
Put my name in it. Don't put me in it.
Probably Jeff.
Vlad the Gamer. That's what it should be. Vlad the Gamer. So there you go. That's that one. Thanks for that, fellas. That's fingers crossed on that project, because it does look a great game. And
look at the guns. Oh my god! Look at the skins.
The skins. The textures. It does look really good. It really does.
Good. It does look good. Who knows? They may get a publisher come along and offer to fund the game anyway. Maybe Square Enix would be interested after they've got a few quid sloshing about now, haven't they? Yeah. I tell you, I think they gutted after watching this show. They suddenly realised they could have gone for a couple of billion, though. I think it's just having
reach out to Vet. Reach out to Vet. He's throwing cash.
Yeah. Vet's the man. Yeah, he'll fund the thing. No doubts. Brilliant stuff. Right, that's the news. Thank you very much, guys. We reached the end of the news, but don't go away, chat, because we got some of your favourite features coming up, and particularly next up is one of my favorite features, because it involves this banner up here. Look, I've got a little joystick on my head, fellas. Look at that.
like a lovely unicorn rock.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a thing of beauty. Let's do that. Guilty. Hey. Now then, John, as I prep the game, what are you judging this week?
So this week I'm judging House of the Dead Remake. This just came out on Thursday, I believe, the 28th of April. And this is a remake of a classic 1997 arcade shooter. Also came out on the Sega Saturn as well, because, of course, originally it's made by Sega here. So our good friends at Forever Entertainment, they also did the remake for Panzer Dragoon, which was another Sega title that got remade. And this is actually, if you're a fan of classic light gun arcade shooters, and House of the Dead, this is something that you'll really enjoy. It's priced reasonable. It's $24.99 US, $29.99 Canadian. You can have up to 2 players. You could do competitive or co-op, and it works surprisingly well with just the controller. Now, it was advertised as having the motion or gyro controls, and we did see that in an earlier APK about hints of those gyro controls coming to Stadia as well, but right now it's not implemented or turned on. So I just used the Stadia controller. Use your left thumbstick to move your reticle around, or to aim stuff. A to shoot, B to reload. They're really simple. You can also use the left and right triggers as well. And it's if you're a fan of House of the Dead, you'll love this because it's the super cheesy acting and voicing.
Reload.
Yeah, reload. You'll hear.
Help me!
Reloads. Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of times for sure. You definitely hear that. And there's multiple paths in this game which make it great. So you can do different
all around.
Yeah, you can go all around. You can go crazy. They have a horde mode as well. But we'll talk here on our first thing is how quickly can you get into the game? It's simple. Just a few clicks here. You can just say press any button to shoot or start. And then you go in there and you set it. If you want a co-op player, you can set the levels of difficulty as well. And you're right into the game. So how can you can? I'm going to give that one a 4 out of 5 of how quickly you can get into the game there.
Awesome.
There's some options and stuff. There are different chapters within the game, so it automatically will pick up from where you left off. You can continue a game, though you can't. If you're like halfway through a level or at a specific certain point, you can't start there. It's always at the beginning of that chapter. So for that, when it says how, where you can pick up from where you left off, I'll give that a 3 because, there's multiple different ways on some of these paths that you can go. So we'll give that a 3.
3 out of 5 for that one.
3 out of 5. Yep. And we're going to talk about how easy is it to play. It's really simplified. It has aim assist is on by default as well. So you can see here. So that'll help you, with getting your targets and whatnot. There are different zombies in the background that might not necessarily get your focus, that you can take them out to get bonuses and power-ups and extra points. Because remember, this is an arcade game, so it's all about the high score. Yeah. The more points you get, you can use to buy continues. And those continues become important in the later on levels here. Sometimes, though, it might not be so clear as to the multiple paths that you can go. So that might be like a little knock on it because, if you're not someone really that plays games, you're not going to be looking to see, oh, well, if I hit this little knob over here, it's going to open the door and give me, another way to go. Or if I shoot these barrels in the background.
Sorry, whenever you mention knob, Ray just falls into an uncontrollable fit of laughter. He can't help it.
Shooting the werewolves. I'm not laughing at the knobs.
So it's like, and how rewarding is it? It's fun, like destroying these zombies, shooting off their arms, watching their heads explode.
Hang on, how easy was it to play? What was the score?
Oh, sorry. For number 3, how easy? Yeah, we're giving it a 4.
4.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's all right. You may have said it. I was laughing at Ray.
No, I don't think I did. And is it rewarding? I'll give it a 4 as well because taking out those zombies and shooting off their arms and their armor and skins and things like that is just really rewarding and satisfying there.
Do you progress though? Do you can you get new guns and weapons and stuff?
Yeah, you could get different weapons. Although, like I said, it might not necessarily be as apparent. Okay. Because again, it's a remake. They have enhanced some of the gameplay a bit from the 1997 original arcade release, but it's still got that arcade mentality there. Yeah. And so it's all about replayability, try and try again in these different paths and and whatnot. So value for the money, I think it's a reasonably priced game. Going into it, I mean, for $25 US, you just have to realize that it's not going to be a 10-15 hour type game. You're probably looking at, depending on how well you are, or various different the achievements, or if you want to go to the different complete all the different multiple paths and endings, you're probably looking somewhere at like 3 to 4 hours total. By yourself here. Of course, would be fun to play with another friend here. It's not yeah, look at this guy here. So it's not it's not online. It's local, like I said, co-op or competitive play. So value for the money, we'll give that a 4. I'll give that a 4.
Okay, it's higher than I thought. That's cool.
How nostalgic did you feel playing it, John?
Yeah, it was great. Like, it just brought back so many memories playing this in the arcade and on Saturn. So I really hope that they do get those gyro controls enabled, because that would be fun to play with that. Although it does play surprisingly well with just your controller and whatnot. But it's a very nostalgic game. And you can see there, I'm hitting him in his hot.
Odds, John, what do you think the odds are that this game hits pro?
Yeah, I think it would be a good pro game eventually. What do we say when we normally say something's about 6 months, right?
Yeah, and normally lower than $20. So this one's kind of higher.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a new game as well, isn't it, John? It
just came out. Yeah. So on Nintendo Switch, the beginning of the month, and then on the other platforms, including Stadia, at the end of April. Yeah. So it's a new. I would call this a niche game though, because of its it's arcade and classic. So I think eventually it could come to there. But if you're a House of the Dead fan and like those arcade shooters, then I would definitely recommend like picking this up, and because it's $25 is
that's at 25 US or Canadian. Okay, so what's that, about $30 Canadian, something like that?
Yep.
Yeah. Okie dokie. It does look good. I agree that I think it is a potential future pro game, but I don't think it's going to be that soon, given the price at where it currently is. They're going to want to get over that wave, the initial wave of sales. And they'll bring that puppy out. But of course we do, we got Remote day and date, so it just depends on the studio. But this is a legacy game. So my guess is it'll be a little while. Brilliant stuff. Thank you so much, my friend. So the end result of all of that was 19 out of 25, and we always say anything around 20 is a definite, a big old thumbs up from the judge. So a couple of things in there. I think it's a contender for a casual game, which is of course what we judge it on, the basis of. Is it a good casual game as opposed to just a good game? We could do much more detail. Look at that fella flopping about all over the place.
Yeah, look at him. Yeah, just fell apart. And see,
that's what she said.
It's got options in there too to have automatic reload. You can change the difficulty to easy, so it's made for that casual player in mind as well. So I definitely think it's.
That's good. We've got a few of these. We've kind of got a few remakes around at the moment, have we?
Panzer Dragoon was pretty good.
Ron
I wasn't able to complete that one, but I got pretty far though.
Why not? Nostalgia. You're all, you guys are getting on. So it's time to milk your wallets.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
It certainly is. That was brilliant. Thank you, John. And I always like to end on a high note. So we'll just move over to court number 2, where Boris Becker's just been taken down. Guilty. Poor old Boris. And there he goes. Next up, let me just get rid of this. We'll hide that little fella. There we go. We'll bring the chaps back. There they are. Beautiful guys, as you no doubt agree with me. And we'll hide that banner. So, William, hang on. I've got my horn back. Top of my head. It's time for your little slot that we still don't have a video for, but it's okay because I do have a banner. Here it is. Stadia Pro's Stadia Pro tips. Can we sing something? Can we come up with a song that we could sing? Save me putting the old putting the video together. What could we do? Once I was a gamer. I was quite satisfied, but I didn't know my way around Quake and other TIE tools. And then I found my pro game tips, and now I'm really happy because before William spoke, my gaming was so crappy.
Right, definitely a work in progress.
Okay, all right. Everyone's a critic. Here it is, William. What are you going to be tipping us this week on?
Oh boy. All right. So if you guys, I gave you guys tips before on Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal recently, or not recently, but they released 2 DLCs, The Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2. So all the tips I gave you for Doom Eternal carry over to this as well. But they literally throw everything at you and the kitchen sink. It's extremely tough. It's rewarding to play through, but this boss that you're looking at right now was one of the most intense bosses in gaming history for me. This guy can fully heal. So if you stun him, all good, you can take damage off of him. But as soon as he's not stunned, if you happen to shoot him, you heal him. So basically, this boss cheats really bad, and this is like the second tier of the fight. You have to fight him and kill him 3 times, and I believe this is the second time. The third time, he starts releasing all of these demons. Now, this guy is the king of hell. He is basically the counterpart to the Doomslayer. He's literally your evil dark twin or whatever. And that move he just did where he glows green is the only time you can stun him. And after stunning him, you can use your hammer to stun him for a longer period of time. But you literally have to stun him, hurt him, and then avoid him until he does that move again, and then stun him and hurt him again. And it continues to get more difficult as you complete, like you beat him the first time. The second time he's a little more powerful, but the third time he starts generating all these monsters. It is incredibly hard to navigate around these guys without getting stuck. What I would suggest is use your hammer a lot on those guys. I didn't do it. I fought him and beat him the hard way. But if you use your hammer, you can take those guys out. But it is incredibly hard. You have to stun him to hurt him, like I said, and you have to get your hammer back. So you have to do 2 glory kills to unlock the hammer maneuver again. So as you're running around, you have to get these hammer attacks and then get him to do his special move. If he does not do his special move, you can't attack him without healing him. So just so hard. If this would have been on any other difficulty, I don't think I would have been able to complete this game. I did it on Hurt Me Plenty. Or Don't Hurt Me, whatever the hell.
That's what she said.
Yes, use your hammer a lot. But it is extremely hard. It's very entertaining when you finally beat him. But I'm telling you, hang in there, guys, and find a strategy that works for you. But keep moving, keep getting those glory kills, and use your hammer when those guys start spawning. If you skip towards the end, Rock, you'll see the third battle, which is right there, which is incredibly hard. You'll see all these guys that are red that are running around. He's spawning them, and there's just one guy.
Wow.
So it's like it's intense, man. He just keeps spawning these guys, and as you're fighting, you have to stun him and attack him. Incredibly hard, guys. I mean,
so this was a 50-minute video. Is that how long this fight took?
The one fight, yes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
To get the strategy down, and I mean, I died a few times, of course, but to get the strategy down and to finally accomplish it, yeah, it took an hour, and I was at the last boss as soon as I turned it on, and that's the move that he has to do. He has to glow green, or you're wasting your time.
Look at him, you're tearing him up.
Yep, and I'm almost ready to kill him here for the last time. Now, you see those green marks up there at the top? Those are the times I have to, like, punch his armor off him. So when I down him in just a second, I have to down him again. So it's incredibly hard, man. And luckily you don't have the volume up because I'm screaming all kinds of nice words at the screen.
I've been horse F-U-C-K.
Yeah, that's why Windstar put the horses in the chat. But yes, it's hard, man. And like I said, he heals himself. And so here we go. I'm about to. I think I win, and I didn't. So watch. Pow! I hit him. I throw my controller down. No, I didn't win. I had to keep going. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a very, very, very tough boss.
I would have walked away.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I'll be off on the Kazi.
Well, the thing is I thought I was done with Doom. Doom Eternal is a fantastic game that looks incredible on Stadia. It's buttery smooth, but it's very fast and it's kind of hard if you have it on a harder difficulty. And I made it through the game, and then I found out, hey, I have the DLCs, and then they suckered me in, man, because it continued the main story. So I had to play it. I had to.
So
you're playing the rock music in the background.
What's that, Ray?
You got the rock music going also while you're.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Rock.
God damn it! See? I'm telling you, I'm not a happy camper playing this game.
Don't have your kids watching. Folks.
Yeah.
Don't have your kids watching.
I got through it.
Is this the final boss of the whole game, or
of the DLC?
Okay, so you'd already completed the main campaign, the main game.
Yep,
and this guy was worse than anything in the main game.
Yes, they throw. Wow. Okay, so this guy is based off of one of the worst guys in the game you can fight, which is, for me anyway. Yeah. For me, it's called the Marauder. You can only damage a Marauder after counterattacking him, and that's the guy that has the shield and sends the dogs after you. So this villain is based off of a Marauder, and it is extremely difficult.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. There's no way in hell I can do that.
That seems to be the consensus in the chat, Ray. Yeah. Thanks for the tip, Pro, but we ain't playing this.
Well, if you want to break a controller, it's a fantastic time.
Oh man, back in the day when we used to play Destiny all the time, there was this guy, and he had such anger about him, and we would be playing a raid. It was actually an American fella, and then you'd hear it, you'd hear, and then there'd be silence, and then there'd be as his controller hits the wall.
Now, see, I'm the opposite. If I'm playing against humans, hey, kill me as much as you want, because your skill level may be better than mine. But the computer killing me? No, I can't accept that. I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fair. Well, Anthony's inviting you to the multiplayer. So, so there you go. He says,
sounds good. Anthony, you need to put your big boy pants on and beat this guy. Come on. You need to do it.
Boy pants on. Ooh. Oh, dear. That was brilliant. Thank you so much, as always, William. I think I'm with the fellas in the chat. The chances of me ever seeing this final boss are probably as likely as me getting served fish and chips down the shop by Elvis Presley. But it's nonetheless a brilliant tip. And I know you were really chuffed to have beaten him, and deservedly so at 50 odd minutes. Blimey. Yeah. Takes me that long just to open a game, let alone beat the boss. Brilliant stuff. Thank you. Right. Well, we're gonna move on. We're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna move on to the final section of our show, which everybody loves. We all love it. I just got to get it prepared because I sat my studio hand, so it's just me. Oh, hang on. Will that one go? That's an interesting point, Rock. Yes. Let's see. No, yes, it did go. That's good news. Look at that little fella on top of my
God.
head.
Oh, there it is.
I got a little Raymond up there, look. little arcade. It's time for this section of the show, people. Lovely jubbly, we love it, don't we? Ray, who are we praising, or who are you praising this week, I should say?
I am praising another wonderful Stadia content reviewer, streamer from the UK, and that's Papa Bear Gaming. Woo-hoo! Congratulations, you're getting praised today. Oh my God. I've been having my eye on his content, watching him, seeing him retweet on Twitter. please go to his YouTube. We'll have the link on the channel here. His YouTube channel is very organized, very neat, of all kinds of streaming of Stadia games. I love his streams. And I love his support. He's always retweeting everybody else's streams and stuff. He's a huge supporter in our Stadia community, and just an amazing content creator.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he's got about 64 or 67 subscribers on his YouTube channel. That is ridiculous. His channel is amazing. What is he? How many subscribers he has?
Yeah, 64. Exactly
64.
Yeah.
We have to get him up. We got to get that up. Check out his streams. I'm a fan of. I love my YouTube channel is horrible. I got videos everywhere. His is very, very. I just love how neat and organized his channel is.
Yeah, he's got the old thumbnails going on there.
Yeah, his thumbnails are amazing. But guys, please show some love and support for Papa Bear Gaming. You can also find
65 subscribers now, Ray, because I've just added myself to the list.
Excellent. Also, he's on Twitter _ Papa Bear Gaming. Give him a follow.
That's brilliant.
Congratulations.
And a fellow Brit as well. God bless you. God bless you, Governor. Absolutely brilliant. Is our friend in the chat today?
Yes, he is. He was in the chat. He was in the chat earlier. I think I saw him earlier.
Brilliant. Well, big love to Big Papa, as Ron says. He loves it when you call him Big Papa.
Look at that. Look at that. Even I love the logo with the bear with the founder, the Stadia founder controller in his mouth.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's a thing of beauty.
I'm not feeling the Capitol in the background on fire, though. If you notice over there in the corner,
that's division. You can't help it. That's what goes on. There's this coveted, but yes, Marjorie and her mate. That's what's going on. There you go. Brilliant. Let's bring him back. Let's
here. Papa Bear's here. He says, I'm here. Yep.
Oh, brilliant.
Congratulations, brother.
Yes, he is. There you go. Congrats.
I salute you, brother. I salute you. Thank you for excellent
on being
content.
Ray's praise for the week. We give you a big old round of applause. There you go. And an air horn. And a chant. You see, because we love you. And thank you so much, as always, Ray, for an amazing praise.
Thank you.
And Papa Bear Gaming is exclusively 100% Stadia as well. So make sure you give the man some love, because we are a dying breed. And there you go. He thanks you, Ray. He's absolutely honoured. And he does have an amazing logo. I have to agree with you. It does look
beautiful. I love it. Love it.
Yeah,
love
really, really, really nice. There you go. That, fellas, is the show. Let's hide this and let me press that, and then I do one of these and I come down to this, and that goes away. Not quite, Rock. No, but it will now. Ray stays up there because we love Ray.
No,
in the spotlight.
get me out of here. I want to be.
We love to see Ray up in the spotlight. He's a beautiful man. Chaps, thank you so much. An amazing show as always. Starting with you, Raymond. We are Tuesday. What are you doing between now and next Tuesday?
You guys know I'm the gaming cyborg. I play on all platforms. I love gaming. Tonight is Sega Ultimate Colors on Luna on Ray3473 on my Twitch. 10 p.m. Pacific time. I think 6 o'clock in the morning for you lovely people out there in the UK, and 1 a.m. for the East Coast. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Also, I do a sports channel with my good friend and a good contributor to the channel, Vet Cloud Gaming. We talk about American football.
Yes, and Auntie just asked if we can put Papa Bear's link in every single week after the show. Anthony, I like to leave it a little surprise before. So just after the show, I'll go in and put all his details down. So please do come back.
Anthony,
to the show.
I'm gonna slide in your DMs, Anthony, and I'll put it in.
Whoa!
With your DMs. That's another English colloquialism, Ray, but we'll come back to that one. Don, the ever popular, ever present John, what will you be streaming in the coming days?
I'll be streaming some Lumo. I've got a couple of developer interviews coming over the next couple of days as well. So just keeping busy all around.
Oh, I did see one. Who have you got coming up?
So tomorrow we're going to be talking with Rob at Laser Dog. They are going to be bringing Death Run TV to Stadia. That was just announced recently. Brilliant. And then I'm going to be talking to 314 Arts, the developers behind the Project Z, the Kickstarter that we looked at earlier. There's been some questions in the community about that, so definitely want to get them on and talk with them and find out a little bit. Some people are a little bit skeptical of they've had previous Kickstarter problems, so hopefully we can get some things cleared up and questions
wish you told me before I made a big news article about it. I could have waited for your show and done it next week, but I'm sure they'll be fine, lovely folk, and you will prove this to be the case. So that's great. So actually, there's two studios there that are potential financial issues, if I'm not wrong. So go to John's channel for the probing questions, folks. You know he is the honest John of the community. Honest John. you will never sit on your John when it comes to the honest questions. And William, fresh from sitting on the Kazi, what, my friend, are you doing for the rest of the week? I mean, you're so flush with success after killing that big dude. I don't know that you can play anything right now. You're up in the clouds, aren't you?
Absolutely, man. Well, I ended the stream there so I could relax. I'll tell you that. It was a bit much. But yeah, later today at 4:20, I'll be doing another episode of Man Cave on my channel. And then
with Suave Polo?
Yes, Suave Polo. A wonderful co-host. And we're going to Wednesday, I'm going to be streaming some PUBG, and then Sunday, of course, I'm going to have Retro Rewind with at SRT Bull joining us and Holt. So it should be a fabulous time.
Oh, what a great lineup! Absolutely superb. Wait, Ray, that game that we were playing, I've played it since the Vampire Masquerade Blood HUD thing. How cool is that? Huh? That has to come to Stadia. That's an amazing game.
It's free to play.
I know.
Free to play.
Absolutely brilliant game. I'd so love to see that come to Stadia because it's made for it. An alternative to PUBG. Have you played it, William?
No.
Oh, you'd love it, my friend. It's PUBG, but with vampires.
That sounds amazing.
It's absolutely superb.
Ray shared it with me for me to check it out. Clip. Yeah. It does look amazing.
But it will come to Stadia because I'm going to have a word with John. John's the man with he has their ear. What he says goes. Thank you, chat, for firstly, thank you everybody for your amazing donations and super chats. Honestly, blew away. Boom, amazing stuff. And thank you for all your brilliant comments and your ongoing support. If you haven't done already, please hit the like and subscribe if you're new. And if you're a new friend of Ray's, that entitles you to a free subscription. So I won't be charging when you subscribe. It's how it works here. We've got to get out of here, fellas. Say goodbye.
Well, goodbye.